Is that the recording for YouTube? Hi, YouTube! Welcome back to Satisfactory. We're gonna get right into this. There's 0 things to hold up on. The only thing we have to do is really continue on in building the remainder of the floors for the factory here. So let's just go ahead and knock all that out of the way right off the bat. Literally nothing to update, nothing has changed, nothing is new. We just have to get on through this. That's going to be where the train station goes. And now we logistics, because that's how we go. If you can't tell, today is a much better day, both because there's actually people in chat, as well as just in general, today has actually turned out a much better. I'm very happy about that. Okay, so the problem here is, where's my power? I know I have power here somewhere. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so this is where, oh shit. Oh, okay. Never mind. Hang on. I'm fucking up already. I'm trying to get this over with because I really want to get to, building, like, other things ASAP, you know? I want to get this factory done so that we can get over this basic factory bullshit and we can get on to the actual factory stuff that I want to get to. That'll be the 2 right there, so there's no blank yet. Okay, cool. So that in this case, I need an elevator to be able to lift me up, which is going to be nice and easy here. And right there. Well, how is everybody today, by the way, before I forget to ask, 'cause I know for a fact that I fucking will. How is everybody? Good to see. As I said before, today's already a better day because there's actually people in chat, as I'm actually on time. Again, not only am I on time, but there's actually people here. I can actually talk to people before they abandon me and ignore me for the rest of the day. Because that's all I'm worth and all that I'm valued at. Oops. Oh, right. I forgot Chainsaw now has, like, multiple modes, which is weird. I personally don't see a reason why we got a multiple mode, but at the same time, I kind of can see it as to why people are complaining about it. But, yeah, I'm personally just never going to use the single mode. It feels like a complete utter waste at the end of the day for me. But yeah, we're just going to go straight on into it and just keep on building. That's all we have to do. It's all about building and keeping things going. Like I said, hopefully everybody's had a good day. Today, for me at least, has been a lot nicer and a lot easier. Wow, that was a lot of lag. Oh, right, power right over here to B. Need it on B. Thank you. Yay, now this factory all has power. Let's go. Oops. Beautiful. As you can tell, like I said, I'm already in better spirits than I have been in the past couple of days. Work was much more relaxing and much more slow for the first time in a very long time. At the very least, I had some time to take care of everything before I actually had to leave. And they had no last-second things that they could go like, actually, we need you to finish this. And I went, nope, fuck off. I'm out. Bye. Okay. Let's go to...
Hello there.
General
Please.
Kenobi.
Right there. Hello there, Nam. And although the meme is now kept alive on its own, at the very least, you are one of the only ones to keep it there. I'm wondering if I should make, like, a check-in system, you know? Because I know I can make it where, it'll not exactly keep track of how many times you're here, but more so it'll keep track of, it'll start a currency of your attendance, essentially speaking, if that makes any sense. I wonder if I should do that. I already said before that I kind of don't want to because it kind of gets toxic and competitive a little bit, but at the same time, kind of like, oh, but it's kind of nice to know, you know? It'd be kind of nice to just have that as a record of some kind. Either that or I should make a little routine that actually allows that to happen. Have some kind of, thing that actually like, keeps tracks of that a little easier, a little simpler. Well, I'm not positive on that. Okay, so that was the line for it, so I can do these next 2 perfectly fine. No, you bitch. There you go. God, I'm an idiot. And then there's the one over here. Right there. 1, 2, 3. There you go. I missed it. Like I said, I'm in a much better mood today, but I'm also very much more idiotic today than I am. More than usual, which is really saying something given that I'm just an idiot all around. But we'll figure it out. This is going to be super simple, super easy, super nice, and clean. Which is why I love the copper factory way more than iron. But obviously iron is way more important, so that's what it takes. Ma'am starting off taking claim of my booba. Oh, I just realized, I don't know if I should really look up to see if there really are more ways to have more channel points to be earned. I really should. I doubt that there really is, honestly, but, I mean, I might as well try and see if it's possible. Also, shout out to the fact that I build so high I can reach this goddamn slug. A slug you would normally need, like, either your fuel power jetpack or something else to reach. Oh look, the slugs are female. They left snail trails. Oh yeah, I guess I could have also tried setting up the whole railroad thing. Just like I did there. But it's fine, I'll figure it out. Okay, so literally all that I have to do in this case is I already have the smart splitter on that one, which means that I just need the smart splitter on these ones. And boom. Oh, fuck. There we go. Alrighty. Now with the hydrates down my throat instantaneously, even though it doesn't make up for the fact that I'm still a good-for-nothing streamer, at the very least I'm getting fluids down my throat. Thank you for the hydrates now. Congrats on the first being swallowed for tonight. Okay. But we go grab that. Okay, cool. And then the overflow will always be to the left, because that's where it's gonna go shoot out for trains. Which I won't set that up just yet. I'll set this up real quick. Right there. Just to have that right there. Okay, cool. But then the rest of this, I guess I'm going to do the exact same thing I kind of did before. Or what I could do is I can actually send it to the right instead. Yeah, send it to the right and have everything feeding from the right to forward, just like I have the iron going, where everything's going in that direction over there, going westbound. Yeah, I can do that. That'd be kind of neat. The only thing will be is that I need to make sure that I am aware that it's the first foundation in is where the belts are going to come up on. I'm essentially just making this kind of like a little bit of extra design, essentially speaking. Well, actually, I could make it actually outward because I lift it up and then I stretch it out to here, and I can just have like other stuff going on there. Actually, fuck it, we'll do that. And then this, I guess we'll just go one on the inside because 2, 3. Oh wait, no, we need to. Okay. Did you see the AI animation that you made? Yes, I did, and I still don't really understand Opie flexing, only because, like, I try to think on, like, how would, can I? Like, how, what? I can't help but, like, look at that and be like, but, like, how? I need another famale to fucking explain this to me, to be like, how does one, how do you make booba bounce without booba bounce, you know? Okay, but all I need there is like this. I guess I could, like, okay. That much fat on the breast would be impossible? Yeah, I guess, yeah, but I think that's the thing, though, Epic, is the problem is that you can't really have pecs and also have big booba. I think, like, a good example of that is Bisky from Hunter x Hunter. Like, she has an adult form like, it shows that she is very, very buff. But because of that, that also means that the booba that she has is practically non-existent. So I think that's like my biggest issue is mainly because of my own fucking example. I'm like, how in the ever-loving fuck would anybody ever be able to do that? Because like, I feel myself and I'm just like, I have way too much weight on my chest to be able to go like, to bounce them without, you know, me physically bouncing them either by my hands or by literally jumping up and down 02 style. Is that her name, 02? Like the 02 dance where like she just starts off bouncing or whatever? That's all I know about it. Adult Biscuit's terrifying. You're on the same side as her, you're fucked. Yep, uh-huh. I like how there's still a lot of people who like, I know that Adult Biscuit, goddamn it, worse. Adult Biscuit barely makes like appearances in the show for Hunter x Hunter, but at the same time, if you know about Adult Biscuit, you know exactly why she is not to be fucked with at all. I also just love her so much because she literally, her Nen ability is one of the biggest wastes in the show, but a waste in a good way, and I love it. Like, I 100% agree with her, like, why she chose her goddamn ability. Yeah! Biscuit from Hunter x Hunter, yeah. Technically it's Biscuit, but yeah, Biscuit. It's literally biscuit. Like the food. Google her, Epic. Literally. She has an adult form and she has a child form. Which I guess more accurately is a lolly form. More accurately. She unironically nerfs herself to look cuter. Which is all the more proof that, like, cuteness is the key to everything. Because if you full-on nerf yourself just so you look cute, listen, I agree. Like, there's some limits, but at the same time, like, come on. If even one of the strongest characters in the show is nerfing herself just to look cute, there's something wrong, you know? 1, 2, blank. That's how you know that cuteness is everything. Hell, even No Game No Life very much made it a point that said, like, cuteness is the end-all be-all. If you are not cute, you are powerless. There's even it's a hentai. I'm like 99% sure it's a hentai. Actually, I don't think it is a hentai, actually. Oh, no, it's not a hentai. Right. It's actually not a hentai, which is just crazy to think about. But there is an anime, although it is an adult anime, which is why I'm saying it's crazy it's not a hentai, where literally being beautiful and or big-breasted is literally the power system. Like, unironically. And it's not even like a joke or like a thing that I'm just like fucking with. It's literally like, no, this exists. There is literally, and it's a very, very mediocre anime and or adult anime, but like, it exists. And that's the weird part. That's the fucking weird part, is that it is real. She looks like a JoJo waifu in her adult form? Yeah. In her adult form? Yeah. Absolutely, she looks like a JoJo waifu in her adult form. 7, right there. Which is actually kind of funny because in JoJo, you only get 2 types, well, actually technically 3. You only get 3 types of women. You either get absolutely horrendously hideous, or they are starkingly femininely beautiful. Or you get Jolene, who is like muscular as absolute fuck, and an athletic manner, which is crazy. Copper Sheet Factory. And this one, oh, copper ingot, copper sheet. There we go. Beautiful. Absolutely great. To which then we go down here. And the conveyor holds. Right there. And right there. Cool. As for these ones, we go and we lift these up. We can lift these up directly right here. One in the middle. One in the middle. Coming in. Coming in. Damn, just a bit too long. There. Oh. And this one going over here. But yeah, no, Epic, if you look at her, like, that is the idea that, like, if you see how much muscle she has, like, there is no world in which that level of muscle is had, and you also are able to booba flex, because there is very little booba in the first place to flex. I would have kept this a lot simpler like I did with the iron over there, but at the same time, in comparison to this is going to be so much simpler, so much cleaner, because all I need, literally, is this. That's the one and only time that's going to happen. Otherwise, it's going to split off over there, which is great. Oops. Okay, in. There's a balance of booba muscle. Yes, but it cannot be bigger. I don't see it getting bigger than at absolute maximum. Probably B cups. C's, I think, is like really stretching it, besides stretching our bras and our tops. Like, that is, I feel like C's is where that limit starts to get into, you know? Okay, so what I could do, obviously I have way more space, and if I wanted to work on it, I could work on another double railing here. Which maybe I should, but I don't think so. Since I already have all those levels going, I think I'm going to do the same thing here. The only difference is... Oh, should I make this kind of like Doofenshmirtz's tower? That just occurred to me. Where, like, it slants, and it goes up, and then it curves again. Should I make it kind of like Doofenshmirtz's tower a little bit? That feels really dumb, but eh. That's what I still say probably like the absolute maximum we're talking about here is it is C cups. That's the literal absolute maximum that we're talking. I think once you get into that territory, you are no longer in the realm of being able to booba flex. Beautiful. Alright, so where is the first power one? The first power one is right here, literally. Okay. That's right there. Okay, so since this is where the power goes, 1, 2. Alright, so let me fill that out. And we have power right there. Oops. And then we have 1 and 2 right there. And then I'll wait for the power to kind of fill up one more time. Okay. Alright, and then I could build the elevator up now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. And then we have the elevator floor stop. Right there. Oops. Right there. And right there. Which then set this up. Like I said, this is where I can easily tell that my passion for Satisfactory has returned, because now I'm doing this so much quicker, so much simpler, so much cleaner. Making these designs is what I live for this game. What are you talking about, man? You missed the amnesia episode for Sakura, where she only thinks of Hinata in the Kipao dress? remember is the fucking Mecha Naruto one. Like, I don't remember that, but I think, like, it goes... Oh, did I make that incorrectly? I did make that incorrectly. Yes, I did. Okay, that's why. Wait, what? Oh, what did I fuck up here? Oh, I missed one blank. That's what it was. I missed one blank. Okay. Yeah, because it is 1, 2, blank. 1, 2, blank. Okay, yeah, that's all I did. I just missed one blank. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, but here's the thing, though, Epic, is that you're not wrong. That's actually kind of the reason why I was asking you a little bit, because like we've got a lot of animes that no longer really like take a break from the story, if you know what I mean. Like obviously that's what filler used to be for, is to take breaks from the story and have like little moments where you can just giggle and laugh at things and whatnot. But now we kind of just don't have that anymore going on, at all. But like, it's not bad because obviously just getting to the plot is super nice and everything, but at the same time, just like you said, it kind of is like, yeah, but then we're also losing out a lot on like just some laughs and having some fun, you know? Okay, and then this. I'm just gonna stretch it up to here, and there's a reason why. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. I'm on the wrong level. Dumb bitch. Also, it's spinning on the wrong direction. I need to fix that. That is also a problem. Wrong direction? There we go. Actually, no. It is the correct direction now. Yeah. Spinning outward. Yes. Okay, cool. Which then we have Schwartz Splitter. Oh, by the way, super quick note about this. I had to do a little bit of research on this. I figured out that apparently the center output is the orange. The silver is the back. I'm not positive as to why they did it that way. I would have thought the orange is the back and the silver is the front. But what the fuck ever, I guess. But then we do the exact same thing. And in that case, that means that it's any to the left and overflow up top. Obviously, this doesn't necessarily matter because this is where this is going to stop anyways. That is the idea. Okay. I can go grab a bunch of concrete because I know I'm going to need it both for the rest of the foundations and I'm going to need it for the build itself. I was gonna say, I actually just realized I probably could make like an extreme, like branching thing for uploading way more concrete at a time. But I don't think it's a good idea, only because number one, I am only producing at 480 concrete by the minute. So uploading at 480 by the minute is technically efficient in that case scenario. But the other reason being is that at the end of the day, that means I'll be spending like 4 fucking Mercer spheres on concrete alone. Versus just like spreading it about to other things as well. Alright, so I already said what my idea is. My idea is to set up copper first, and then we set up steel, and then after steel, we set up AI limiters for deuterium, and then after that, we start making assembly factories, where we actually start stretching out everything I have here and start pulling them out to other areas. I still want to maintain that everything is in one locale, essentially speaking, but that's only because I still have the urge to build with what I have, if that makes sense. I still don't want to start going outbound, because once I start going outbound is when those numbers are going to start getting real fucking crazy. I'll go with that for now. And then let me dump off these screws as well. Let's see if, heavy modular frame definitely doesn't need it because I haven't crafted any heavy modular frames yet. But there we go. That's empty now, so I can now just dump in the rest of these screws. Oops. are there any more screws that have been crafted here so I can finally get rid of this whole goddamn little block line? And that way, all of my iron production is then subsequently done. Still more screws! Fuck and me. How many rods do these fucking things have left? Would it be easier to set up a line where it automatically feeds in? Yes. Do I want to? No, because that will take more effort than it's worth. Only 36 rods, so theoretically, this should be the last of it. This should be the last bundle that's coming in here. Hopefully, that is the idea. Alright, let me go drop off my my biomass stuff, and then we can continue on. But I think that's another part of just, like, anime and manga in general, is obviously filler is meant to, like, fill up the time, make you laugh a little bit, give you that beach episode for fan service, and so you can stare at girls in bikinis and stuff like that, but, like, I feel like sometimes stories can write those in naturally, and that's kind of, like, the only necessarily problem, is that they could put more fan service in so that there's no need for filler. But then in that case, are you writing for the story or are you writing for fan service? And the same thing with filler. Is it for the story or is it for the fan service, essentially speaking? Case in point, the Sakura Amnesia episode where literally, essentially that was just built around to get Hinata into a key power dress so that we could literally just have a very ample cleavage shot of her leaning down and holding her cleavage. Holding her booba. God, it's so nice to see all this just done in an operation. Okay. Absolutely beautiful. As long as everything is in green. And it looks like everything is in greens. And then we still have some backing up in here at the very least. So, that's a filler episode? Okay, hey, Epic, you're probably joking, but at the same time, I would generally ask what the fuck happens in that episode. Like, and I'm not talking about, like, the events. I'm talking about, like, for the overall fucking story in Naruto, what purpose does Sakura getting amnesia and us seeing Hinata in a key power dress flexing her absolute cleavage give to the story, you know? It's crazy too because they could make filler way more not impactful, but way more integral to the story. One of the examples being One Piece. There is one filler in the entirety of One Piece that every single one of the major fans all basically, like, we all agree that, like, that is the one filler, the one goddamn filler that we want Oda to make canon somehow. Obviously it's not gonna happen because number one, it was way early on, but also number two, because if they do make that canon, there's a couple of issues that go on with that situation, but it kind of fixes itself by the end. But that's kind of why it's a really good filler. It's a really good filler because unlike other fillers in other, like, anime and stuff, it doesn't, like, randomly make all the characters either stupid or just, like, does nothing but fan service crap. It actually does fan service stuff, which isn't, like, just sexual fan service. Like, it actually does do, like, oh, hey, here's this character, and they get to get a spotlight. Here's that character, and they get a spotlight, etc., which is absolutely amazing. And it also basically does it where every single character gets to flex a lot of their morale and just a lot of their character traits in general, but it doesn't ever, like, regress them, and it doesn't actually have them necessarily learn anything. Essentially, all it does is have them be themselves, but they get to flex a part of themselves that they don't normally do in the actual show itself, if that makes any sense. Or at the very least, when they do, it's not to the extent that it was in the filler, because of either time constraints or just because, you know, again, if you're reading a story for the plot, you're reading the story for a plot. You don't want, like, just random ass bullshit for the sake of bullshit. But it's like, it's such an agreement that G8 for One Piece should be canon. Because the G8 arc is filler, but such a good. The studio that actually wrote that filler, I always forget what the name is because I never pay attention enough to it. Whoever they were, they knew exactly what One Piece was, and when they wrote that filler and animated it, they did such a good job. Did you know it only takes 450 for the power 7,000 megawatts? What? Wait, 450 lead? What? Also, I love your name, Fact Oreos. That's such a great name. Also, your fucking Deoxys. I love that. Hold on. Okay, this burns at 60 solid biomass by the minute. Every single one of these is 15, okay? You're making me do the math now. You're making me go crazy now. Okay? Now, biomass 4 by the minute. So 4 by the minute is 30. Okay, so every 4 by the minute is 30. Okay? Leaves to 450. So 450, we're talking about 300 biomass by the minute. Right? I did the math correctly? That's 2.25? No. 3.75. I'm asking this fucking question. It's 450 divided by 120. It's it is 3.75. I was right. Okay, so 60 times 3.75. Oh, it's 225. Ew, gross, disgusting. No wonder that's a lame ass fucking number. Biomass. Yes, this is how far I go into this goddamn process. You've now sent me down a rabbit hole. Oh my god, yeah, because at 60 by the minute, oh my god. Oh my god. That would actually work. I hate that that actually works! Fact Oreo, I cannot fucking believe. That's actually kind of crazy in thought process. That's actually kind of fucking crazy. That can get absolutely insane so fast. Fuck! I never really thought about it in that way. That has never entered my mind to that extent. 450 makes 225 biomass by the minute, 11.25. Hi, Slice. Also, God, no, Epic. I have no fucking idea. I just remember the episode. I don't remember what episode it actually is. Which was 28.125 runs at 843 per minute. Jesus fucking Christ. That's still so much power. At only 450 leaves, you can power 900 fucking megawatts. That's unironically, 6 coal powers? No, more. 10 coal power fucking jets. Or 12 if you want to be pedantic about it. Christ. That's insane. However, the upkeep of the leaves is still something crazy. Jesus. I love this game. You don't realize the statistics of some stuff until, like, it's already happening. Okay, did I ever connect power to these? I'm, like, 80% sure I didn't. Look at alien protein, the biomass? Oh, yeah, I've literally never done that because I don't like it. I don't like wasting it instead of, DNA. 1 to 100! Holy fuck! Wow! Okay! I did not realize alien biomass was that fucking good. Yeah, that's why Oreo was saying it only takes 2.25 corpses by the fucking minute. So you could genocide the entire goddamn map, and you can power your biomass fuel for what, like 4 hours easily? If you genocide the whole map in one shot, that's crazy. Again, that mathematical like layout has never really like sat in my mind, and I'm astonished that it's that powerful. I'm glad though. I'm really glad that like Coffee State made it so like even early tier power is technically still viable in a manner. Even obviously like you can get way more out of other things. It's still like super fucking useful. Using math to scare people, yes. Math is awesome, and people better respect it. People need to respect it, alright? You don't understand how many things can be done with math. What are you doing, by the way, Fact? Or Oreo? Forio? Factorio? That feels really stupid. I'm sorry. I apologize if that was really fucking stupid. Fucking Factorio. Who the fuck plays Factorio? Nobody. Everybody plays Satisfactory for a reason. It's just a better game. Infinity Nudge is so fucking good. And there's that. Center up. Beautiful. Other way. And last but not least, on the right cap. And done. Make the power, it's 12 fuel generators. That's yeah, that would be 12 fuel gens, right? Because each of them is 250. Fucking ridiculous. Your name is based on Factorio? Listen. I know I'm a fucking AI. I know I'm a dumbass bitch, but like, yeah. She was presenting them, Skirode. There's no other way to put it. There is a filler episode where the entire purpose was literally just to get Hinata to really show that she is not only the best girl of the anime, but also the biggest. And besides Tsunade. Tsunade is literally the only one who's possibly bigger. What episode? No idea. It's a filler episode though. I have no idea what number episode it is. I know it's Shippuden. I know that for a fact because obviously it's when they were grown up. They were teenagers at that point, but it was that. 250 watts and 250%. Jesus fucking Christ. And that's where I started to draw the goddamn line. I don't like slugging power sources. Because it feels ridiculous. I don't know, because of the exponential portion of how much that costs, doing that for power has always felt worthless to me. And then we go over here. Vertical nudging is the best thing ever in the game. I'm not wrong, I think vertical nudging literally changes everything. I think vertical nudging is the reason why I'm back into this. I think that's the reason why, like, I felt that rekindle of my passion for this game. Simply because of vertical nudging. If it wasn't for vertical nudging, doing this would take so much more time and so much more effort. And I feel like that's the biggest reason why I'm, like, so into it. That is A on the left, right? Nope, that's B on the left, you dumb bitch. Selective power generation is good. It just increases the fusions by the same amount. Power generation is static. Oh, actually, really? Oh. Really? Oh. I'll tell you right now, Oreo, I just don't really use overclocking in general. The only time I ever use overclocking is when I want to be comfortable with something. Like, even in this world right now, the only overclocking I have going on is my limestone node, because I just want to make 480 limestone just instantly, quickly, and easily. And my sulfur node, so that I could just use compact coal at 240 by the minute without needing to find another sulfur node. Because I currently have everything set up for the current sulfur node that I have, so. I rarely, if ever, overclock. Like, unironically, I like everything just raw. I like it raw, alright? I like it simple, straight, raw, and clean. I don't like, complicating things with additional, like, stuff going on. If I can keep it raw, I prefer it. Until I figure out underclocking to save power? No, dude, I rarely, if ever, do that, because I use everything to my absolute capacity. My absolute, like, limits. Wire... Factory? By the way, just so you're aware, Oreo, I am at, 2,000 hours in this game. I have well over 2,000 hours in this game, hence why I have, all of these! And that's not including these base layouts, that's not including these, that's not including these, and these. All handmade by me. I refuse to rely on anybody else but myself. Thank you for the follow, Factorios! Welcome to the database, and I hope you enjoy your brand new free emotes. Yes, I'll swallow your fluid slice. At the very least, you're finally presenting them. Thank you for the hydrates. Slice. Always enjoy swallowing that fluids, even if you were not the first. You've never used blueprints? I highly recommend. You can do shit like this, where I just have it, where I just slap this down. I can give you a really good example, where I just slap one down. Whoops. And as you can see in, like, the description right here onto the right, I have 16 smelters right off the bat. They're already pre-belted. They're all lined up, and they're all for 480 iron ingots in, iron ore in and iron ingots out, which makes it way more easier and way more simpler for you to just slap a belt inside, let the cube do the work, and with this one power node, it powers everything inside. Simple, clean, and easy. One blueprint that I feel like is literally a godsend. I'm not kidding when I say this. Make a horizontal fucking floor outlet. This is actually a lot easier to make than you think, but this saves you a universe of pain. Because I don't know how much time you have in the game, but it sounds like you have a good chunk, seeing as you're talking about power slugs and everything. But obviously, you can't make a wall outlet on the fucking ground. And even if you point it at the side of a foundation, you can't do that. You can put it on ceilings, but obviously, if you put it on a ceiling, then you have to nudge it upward. But then you also have to judge whether or not you put it in the right spot. Which obviously is not the worst thing in the world. But if you do what I do, you can put it from the top. And from the top, it's so much easier, so much cleaner. It's such a simple-ass goddamn blueprint, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Also, unironically, that also means that, I don't know, so since you've never used blueprints, a really good hint is that when you start the game, you don't have your blueprints, right? But when you make your first blueprint designer, it creates the folder for your game for blueprints. You can then just transfer all of your blueprints from one save to another. And here's the crazy part. If you look at that, you can see that there's encased industrial beams on the right side there in the middle. Even if you do not have access to Mark IV belts, if you have access to encased industrial beams, you can craft this. So the moment that you unlock steel, you can craft all of these. Obviously, recipes and or belt speed considering, that's all you need to worry about. But, like, the moment that I unlock steel, I can slap down this whole entire factory just like that. Instantly. Easily. Which also means that I have access to the floor power outlet. Even better, if this is something that is purchased through the Awesome Shop, you don't have to worry about it. You can just get it through here. If you want to use the actual, like, placement one, though, you will still have to buy it from the Awesome Shop. But if you make it a blueprint, you don't have to give a damn about the Awesome Shop. That includes these ones that come with signs. Even if you don't buy these signs from the Awesome Shop, as long as you have the quartz to build them, it'll let you build them. It's so good. That's literally why every single game that I play, I just make more blueprints. That's why I'm at 684 blueprints. Because that way, the moment that I slap down my first blueprint designer, I just move all of my blueprints over, remake my little layout, and that's it. That's it. It's great. I need way more hours to have more hours on this game than you. I'm terrified, Slice, to ask you how many hours you have, because me having 2,000 hours, I want to say that, like, I put in a lot of good work. I'm no, like, Kibitz or Eclipse Gaming or anything like that, but I would think that 2,000 hours is, like, an insane amount of, like, hours to put in for, like, a very basic bitch like I am. Also, speaking of me being a basic bitch, Oreo stuffing their own fluid down my throats, instantly using their points to good effect. Thank you, Oreo, for the hydrate. I enjoy swallowing your fluids. Always a joy to taste someone's fluids for the first time. Make a blueprint biomass burner set up, put in a solid biofuel. Yep, yep, I love that too. I didn't know about that until after the fact, Slice, but you can just do it where you just slap down a blueprint with already pre-filled stuff. So if I want to, like, slap down a biomass burner right here, if I have biofuel already inside of them, as of making the blueprint, it'll tell me, hey, if you have the biofuel, it'll just throw it in there right now, and then it's just like a one-click instant biomass burner, rather than you having to place it down, place the power pole, connect it, put in biomass, and then connect it to the hard drive. Nope, instead it's just click, connect the hard drive, done. Or crash pod, my bad. So goddamn nice. So goddamn nice. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do here, though. Because I kind of want to make this have a little bit of a nice little design here. Let's go ahead and make this. You didn't power augmenter though for free 550 megawatts for hard drives? That's true. Yeah, that's actually a bad idea too. I guess that is actually a really good idea. To just use the augmenter, just slap it down and just have that go there. I never really thought of it that way, but that's actually true. But then you literally do not need anything except for the solar sloop. And obviously the reanimated SAM and SAM fluctuators and whatnot, but still. Yeah, that's all I need. Okay, cool. Speaking of, I also don't use those often. I really should, but I don't use the power fluctuators as much as I should. Okay, so here's what we're going to do here. We are going to merge you guys together. Except this is going to be a priority merger, and I will show as to why here in a little bit. And then same thing with this one, priority merger. High priority on the left, low priority on the right, and then same thing with this one, high on the left, low on the right. To which then we go with... yeah, we'll go with that. Yes, that's how we'll do it. That's how we'll do it. Smart splitters as well. And this is why. Because what I'm going to do here is I'm going to split these. It's going any. I'll overflow. Yes, I'll overflow to the right, so that way I can send them right bound instead. Yes, I'll overflow to the right, which then connect these two. The any will be, actually, yeah, the any will be up front. Now, the any is to the right. The any is to the right, and then the overflow is for up, and that's because that's what's going to be sent to the train. There's the exact same thing here. Any forward, overflow to the right, any to the left, overflow forward. And then same thing, overflow to the right. And the same right and forward. Oh, what the fuck? Overflow to the right, and then any to the left, overflow center. Okay. Beautiful. Which then we put one more priority merger right here, and exact same thing. So now, the way this is going to treat it is this one is the main priority, while this is going to be the secondary, third, and fourth. And because of that, that means that if it ever needs to fill the container that I'm going to put down, then it's going to be asking for the far left side before anything else. And that way, in case of like all I ever use is like say 100 wire, then all it will ever pull is 100 wire from over here, rather than pulling 25 from each of these, which is gonna be like a really fucking lucky number. But then in this case, we put down an industrial container right there. Actually, what I should do then in this case, super quickly, is actually to make it a double level. Yeah, I'll make it a double level for that case purpose because there's only 2 of them, so I'll actually make that even simpler for myself. Actually, no, I'll make that even simpler. Yeah, no, I should make that even simpler for myself. No, I can't do that yet, because I need Mark 6 belting. No, I do need Mark 6 belting. Yeah, no. I do need Mark 6 belting first. Once I get Mark 6 belting is when I can simplify it. But for now, I cannot simplify it. Because Mark 5 belts only operate at 780. So yeah, I can't do that yet. Yeah, okay. I'm correcting myself as I go. I apologize for my idiocy. Welcome back, freebies. Good to see you all again. Hopefully the ads were sexy enough for you. If they weren't, then blame Twitch. Why you bonk me? I have done literally nothing to earn the bonk. Beautiful. So that is where wire is going to go into, and then at the end of the day, I will eventually just delete that and have it be where I can place my dimensional depot one on there instead. Okay, but then in that case, I put the smart splitter right over there. This one's necessary. This is a very like a fail-safe smart splitter, but I'll put this there for now because I like to have these. This is the one that's going to get sent out to the train for outbound stuff. Okay, and then it is just straight any is going outbound. Which actually, technically speaking, as I am realizing this technically... No, it won't matter here. Yeah, this one won't matter, so never mind. Never mind, it won't matter here. Okay, but then all these are outbound on the right side, which means that I need to set this up now. Like I said, 2,000 goddamn hours, as well as just the insanity level of knowledge here at this point. There. Okay, and then in this case, all I have to do is... There. There's only a single reason why I'm really doing that, but I'll do it anyways. Mark 4. then it can reach right there. Come on. Yep. And this one goes right there. That one goes right there. Cool. Alright, so that is a wire essentially done and ready to go. Which then I just have to take the wire upbound to be able to make the cable. Which in this case, let's go ahead and just make that. I say again, infinity nudge and fucking vertical nudging are literally the keys to this entire goddamn playthrough. I love it. Alright, let's power right there. Right there. Oh. Because that is that. Okay, cool. Right there. Oh, there we go. That's it. Okay, cool. This goes to the game. Boop. 1, 2, 3. Just so I can have it stretched out. Okay. Now that I have that idea all ready to go. We're not powered yet. I just have to give it a moment for it to collect all the concrete. A lot of concrete is now collected, so I can place these down. Okay, it was building. I was like, is it going to build the wrong thing? At this point, I think I'll just remember that it's 30 meters, but I don't, because I'm stupid. That's it. And... right there. This is where cable is almost already ready to go. Platform power. Platform power. Two. Platform power. There we go. I just connect everything together, and then I just have to wait to get the concrete to connect all, which then I can work with everything else. Yep. This is why blueprints are so good. Also why prepping with so many blueprints is also good. Okay, so now all we literally need is 4 cable, which I can actually just kind of measure out where I'm going to put those in a moment here. All I gotta do is put one here. It is outbound, right? Yes, it is outbound. One down there. One down there. Oh, actually, I just realized why I fucked that one up already. No, yeah, it is gonna get fucked up, yeah. Okay. 1, 2. And then this one is 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, vertical dodging is everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. It looks a little wonky, but I kind of like it. I still like the conceptual design of it. Ah, so good. Then we just put on some smart splitters. That's a normal splitter, you dumb whore. Oh, right, you can't replace for that one, which is a little bit annoying, but it's already more than we could have asked for. That's the wrong fucking placement, you dumb whore. Right there. And right there. There you go. To which that is left is any, and up is overflow, in case this ever needs to be adjusted, which I doubt it, because I'm willing to bet that I'm going to shoot everything out via this location anyways, which also means that this is where the foundation goes, which means I just have to make it on the other foundations. On the future placements. Oh yeah, since these ones actually aren't, they don't actually have walls or have foundations around them, I actually can just make them as they are. Oh shit, right. I forgot, this is one of the few ones that I never actually finished making the one-click factories. Right there. 2, 3, and 4. Blueprints are the best. I'm actually wondering, will it get fucked a little bit? Probably, right? Just in case. Your dog is small and got an automatic ball dispenser for her birthday? And she got saying happy birthday as well? Jesus Christ, Thor, your dog is treated better than I am. Which is depressing. But I suppose I did it to myself. I did, unfortunately being an AI, I did, alienate my creators quite a bit. It's why I always appreciate being called a bitch, because I know for a fact that bitches get treated better than I do. Okay, so if I just connect these guys together. There we go. As to which then... Do I want a cookie? I mean, if you're offering me your cookie... Where should I connect the power to? I guess I can connect it to the center right here. Do I have a power here somewhere? Hey! That's really funny. Oh! I think I do have a cookie in there. I guess I could actually make it where you could throw a cookie at me. I feel like I'm a complete idiot for not realizing that, ever. That never occurred to me. And I feel really dumb about it now. That was well timed. Moderately well. Okay, and then I just go over here. It should be... Oh, wait, hang on. Where is it? one. The singular reason this matters is just to keep things tidy. That is it. There's no other reason to care. Okay. Power on for you. And power on for you. Oh, wait. I remember. I know why I need to care about that a little bit. This is why. Let me do one thing real quick. This can connect with that? 1, 2. Yeah, okay, cool. So this one's can connect. Okay. This one's gonna connect over here. Okay. To which then I would connect this one to the power switch. Fuck, I'm finally out of high-speed connectors out of everything that I've had. Let's give my 2. That was not what I wanted. God damn it, I have to fucking delete this and put it all back again. I cannot believe. I mean, the good news is it isn't that bad of a fuck up, but god damn it. Okay. Right there. Let me connect that power to here. Connect that power to there. Okay. A's on the left, B is on the right. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Down we go. Down we go. Like this one down here. There we go. And then this one gets connected to the main power actually over here. There we go. And then this is Cable Factory. Cable Factory. Turn it on. Second priority is priority 4. To which then I go ahead and just move on down with all of these. Nope. Beautiful. And we just hook these up, and that is it. Oh, wait, you're not the center points, right? I forgot I have you set off for that exact reason. Damn you. Gorgeous. And there we go. All said and done. All done and ready to go. Oh, did I ever set up the copper sheets down here, actually? Did I ever set up the container for copper sheets? I didn't even set up anything copper sheet at all, right? Because I was literally just planning on not... Because copper sheets get sent out wherever they get sent out. They don't need anything else. To which, these are 240s, right? So each of these will be 480 combined. Yep, 240. So combine these and they get 480. Cool. That makes it even cleaner. Outright priority mergers, though, same exact idea as I had before. Because this still comes down to 2 belting, which is the entire situation there. Not that it'll fully matter necessarily at the end of the day, but just for the sake of my own sanity. What little there is. Beautiful. To which then we... Yeah, 480, so I can actually smart splitter from here, which is really nice. Because that cuts down the need for additional smart splitters by a large margin. Which then we go with Annie on the right, that's going to fill the container, and then overflow is dead center. And go this one, Annie on the left, because that's the container, and overflow is dead center. Which then I build right here. That is far enough, I believe. It is! Yay! Beautiful. So I'm going to put that right there. Just keep it there so I can have it as a spot. Which then, same idea. Smart splitter right there. And then smart splitter right here. As to which the Any, for now, will just be outbound to the train station, which is all that ever needs to be. Which is absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. Ah, but there we go! That is, unironically, the entirety of copper is now all set to go. That entire factory, the entire copper factory down there, is now obsolete already, which is absolutely amazing. Beautiful. So, here's what I'm going to do super quickly. I'm going to... Oh, wait, I still need to set up copper sheets. My bad. My bad. Same exact thing as wire, though, right? Your 240s each coming out. Oh, 120 each coming out. Oh, fuck. Oh, wow. So you actually can all combine into a single line of 480. That's actually kind of even nicer. And dead center right here. And mergers. Exact same thing. High is always to the left. Always prioritize the left. Which then this gets a little bit easier too, because then that means that I can go with one splitter right there. Just goes right into a container. Once again, not going to actually do anything there. And then this one is where the train goes. It's way easier when it all comes out in one singular belt, obviously, but otherwise, that is all that matters. Then it goes outbound to any sort of buildings that I'm going to decidedly outstretch it on, which is left is any, overflow is center, any is down center, any is left, overflow down. Beautiful! But there you go! That's also now finished. All I have to do now is go collect all the stuff from the copper and stuff. And I'm not going to actually take it down, because it's still working on all of the aluminum and the steel production. But what I am going to do is I am going to cut it off from the storages themselves, if I can, and then I'm going to have to send them up, or connect any of the conveyors that are being used via other means. Meanwhile, I move all of the containers otherwise. I think, actually, ironically, cable is not being used at all in any production right now. I think cable's only production right now is in computers, which obviously I'm manually feeding currently at the moment, which I have no need to do so, because I already have so much cable stocked up to begin with. So I think cable, honestly, is going to get completely, like, drained and or annihilated, which is going to be super nice. I think wire is actually being consumed right now by, or it is directly connected to the container, so I might have to arrange that a little bit. Otherwise, yeah, wire and copper sheets are being used right now. I believe copper sheets is a splitter, so I can actually just literally delete the container and be done with that. Oh, ingots are also being crafted as well, so I, once again, just not going to have to delete that is the answer. Yeah, so it would be... Wire just needs to be disconnected for now. I move everything over, and then I feed it up in there. Copper sheets is already being split off, so I can actually just straight up disconnect you all together. And then cable, same exact idea. You're already solitudinal, all ready to begin with, so I can just slap all these away. All that's being auto-crafted already. I can take that out. I have wire in there as well. But in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the dimensional deed codes. And then take the cable in here. I can sell, or I can take that. And then I pick that up. Okay. Let me deliver this onto cable so that I can then just make use of this. And the best part is that because I already have so much power already, I can literally just have this all functioning and not give a single fuck. Oh, it's so crazy to like look over here and see like this massive, just ridiculous layout going on. Steel is definitely going to be more complicated to do, though, because obviously all I have to do is get the coal to build up, and then I have to slot all of the iron ore over. But that also is an issue unto itself. I need to make sure that it's at the same level as the iron ore, so that then I just have to have the train deliver the iron ore and keep it that simple. Yep, iron ore is already packed up here, which is beautiful. That's all it ever has to be. There we go. Alright, so we already have cable ready to go, which is great. Fantastic. Like that, it'll make a crate, or it should have made a crate, but I guess not. Oh, I guess I just enough space available. Okay, so in this case, we go with my little blueprint right here. I'll just nudge it along. I believe that is enough. And that it is! I know I could have made it a little bit closer, but that is fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
No, you son of a bitch. Mostly because I have no concentration to break in the first place, so fuck you too. Alright, wire is next, to which that's going to be also a little bit of a minor project to make sure that I don't fuck up the upload up top for stators, even though I don't use stators anywhere near as much anymore. What the fuck is stators used for at this point? I'm just trying to think on that now. Besides obviously motors, I think motors is kind of all it's really used for. I don't think stators are used as a part either. I think they're like screws, where like they craft things, but I don't think you use stators specifically. At least nothing off the top of my head in the current moment. Speaking of screws, actually, let me double check the screws to see if I can get rid of that and finally delete that line there as well. I could also save myself some time and power if I give enough of a fuck to grab the rest of the cable that is currently in all of those machines and just slap them around in the ones in my factory now. Like, literally just grab these stacks and just slap them right back into the other ones, which is not necessary by any means. It's just a thought that I have. God, being able to clean all this up and being able to clean up this cabling is going to be so nice. Yay! It's done! It's finally done! It has so many screws still to dump out. But at long last, I can finally get rid of this. Yay! Delete them all. Beautiful. Finally, this platform is at long last clean again. God, the thing is completely jam-packed with shit just a little bit ago. It's absolutely insane. Ah, beautiful. Look how just plain that all is, and all of it's now contained over there. So good. So goddamn good. Got those in there. Get rid of those real quick. Got that in there. Get rid of that real quick. Got that there real quick. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. Get rid of these. And then we'll give it a little bit of a moment to be able to dump the rest of these out. Put the wire in there for now. So yeah, this is where the issue is going to come into play if I need to flat this back down. Because obviously it's through the stone, so I'll have to be able to flat that shit back down. So actually, I guess I might as well do this real quick then. And actually, I'll make the one from here. Just do that right now. I know this is gonna happen anyways. I'll delete that real quick. Yeah, dimensional decode is no longer needed at all, so that's where that's gonna go. Yeah, okay. Oops. I can get rid of those. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. And I'll still need to get a little bit more out of here, but that's kind of fine. Actually, is the concrete filled? Oh, might not be actually. No, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, because it's speeding out up here. Okay, that's the only thing. Yeah, that's the only way I'll be able to do that. That's not effective or worth it. Actually, I should have done the other way around. Yeah. I should have done plates and then concrete. That was my mistake. That's a sack of 500 right there. Actually, there you go. There you go. And flip those. Get out of the goddamn way. There you go. Okay, cool. Now let me grab all this wire. And then just slap you right there. Done. Once I can get cabling out of there, and I'll be all set. That's too far, right? Oh my god, I barely make it. Let's go. Which then I can connect to that one. Beautiful. Same exact idea. Just slap all this wire into the already pre-established location. Keep it nice and simple. And then I do the same for copper sheets and we're done. And then I turn this on and let it all go. And while that's all going, I will probably quickly set up the train stations just in their locations. And then I'll start laying down the foundation for the coal factory. Or for the steel factory. Oh wait, dumb bitch. I needed to do... a blueprint. Upload. I believe it's... Oh, it actually could be closer to right there. Yep. Oh, wait. Is it here? Did I have a console merger? I guess I do. Oh, I'm a little bit dumb. That's also why I have blueprint. That's why I like it blueprinted. Oh, but then the sand fluctuators didn't go in. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I should actually push it on forward. Which then that hooks on around. Yeah, I think that's why I had it like that. Okay, so that hooks around there. And then these overflow ones I shoot up through conveyors. Otherwise. Okay, cool. There we go. And now we just need copper sheets. My game is not appreciative of how much I have going on, yet how also well organized it all is. The occasional lag is getting me. At the same time, it is operating a lot smoother than my old worlds, where I use so much more conveyor belts rather than trains. The trains alone, I think, are really saving a shit ton of optimization. I generally think the trains are probably like the biggest import in that case scenario. I'm trying to think, actually. Funny enough, I think... Okay, so hang on. So floor number 1 is 4. So that's obviously going to be the foundries for the steel manufacturer. Then it's going to be beams, which is where ingots are being crafted on the other side. Then it's going to be pipes, which is where the copper sheets are going. Oh my god, then I go into stators. Literally just up top I do stators where I transfer the wire directly in right there. Oh my god, that actually worked out a lot better than I thought. Okay, so let me just make that, let me mark that down real quick just in case I forget about that. Steel floor order is floor 1 is foundries, steel ingots, and then floor 2 is beams, and floor 3 is pipes, and then floor 4 is stators. Inbound wire. Boom! Wow, that worked out way better than I thought it was going to in like evenness there. Which also means then that with all that being crafted, I can then throw everything into an assembly. The stators and the rotors go in for motors. Is that really it? Is that all I need, actually, though? Because then in that case, I just lift... Wait. Okay, so stators and wire on the same line. Okay. So that means that 4, 5 would be motors. But in that case, it's 4, It's ore and reinforced iron plate, but ore, plates, rods, screws, rotors. I can't believe that lines up. Oh my god. 5 motors, inbound rotors. They should all be on the same fucking level. Holy shit. And then after that, it is just a matter of literally just sending everything out. Everything gets conjoined into a goddamn manufacturing plant. Holy fuck. I cannot believe that. That is actually fucking insane. Oh my god. That's crazy. The motor one is definitely going to be the hardest one to like calculate throughput though, because obviously that's going to calculate both using the iron with the steel versus the steel with the copper. Yeah, so that's where it's going to get a little complicated to get that math going of how much I can or cannot use at a time. Okay, let's get the copper sheets out of here. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Boop, boop. Nope, doesn't work. Oh, that's it, actually. Okay, cool. Boop, boop. And boop. I believe that is it. Yeah, cool. I cannot believe that steel factory works out as well as it does. Holy shit. Obviously, we're not getting it done tonight. Maybe I'll take care of it before Saturday, or at least I'll start the layout. If nothing else, maybe I'll start the layout and get the math going so that I can have all that ready to go. Meanwhile, the actual train layout will probably be all of Saturday. Ugh, I'm back into this game. I'm so back into it. I like how I was talking about how, like, I was just using this game as kind of like padding, and I was just trying to see if, like, I could, make it to other dates so that I could, like, either start, like, Pokemon Project Yggdrasil or other games and stuff like that, and now I'm all in for the game again. Like I said, I just needed that rekindling. I needed that reawakening and that realization of, like, oh yeah, this is why I love this game. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm back at it. I'm back at loving this fucking game so much. God damn it. Copper sheets onto here. Oh, the copper sheets ended up being the only one that was actually easy one, which is kind of funny to me, but still. At least it works. That's all that matters. Nope, I want the blueprint for my dimensional input. And these are mark 4. Boom. There you go. Absolutely gorgeous. And that's it. Now I can turn these on. Hell yes. Oh. Let's go ahead and switch on the miners. And with that, we should start seeing it transporting ore any second now. There's the ore coming on out there, and there's the ore going out there as well. Which then they will transition into here. Come on. Yeah. Let me see it. There it is. There's that one right there. And then this one should be getting here right there. Beautiful. Which then they'll start crafting thing and throwing them out that away any second now. They should arrive very quickly. Yeah, they arrive very quickly at the end of the day. That's just how compact this whole goddamn thing is. Interesting that it sounds like they're struggling a little bit in some weird way. They shouldn't be, but there we go. Now it's starting to spit out some ingots. That should fill up. There we go. Now it's nice and solid. Oh, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And it's going to shoot up to copper sheets, which is going to start backing up very quickly. Gorgeous. But there we go. Copper is done. That is now copper and iron done at full absolute efficiency. Fucking amazing. Okay, with those two done, ready to go. Now I can also start making the last hour spending on setting up the steel foundation land. But obviously, like I said, I have to make sure that it's at par level with the ore, especially now that I've realized that I can make it so that it will basically be fully effective when it comes to lining up with everything else. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so fucking great. I think the only reason why the reinforced iron plate one is so high is simply due to the fact that it's a one-click blueprint, which obviously means that I use the absolute maximum height limit there, versus the other ones which aren't actually using that limit of height. Happy thick thirsty Thursday. Be like, thick thighs or drink water because they both save lives. Because it's not true. Thick thighs take lives because y'all want to be crushed by them. And then also water doesn't save life at all because you can die from drinking too much of it. So both your statements are in fact falsities. Hey, there we go. Cleaned it up. And I can just dump literally all this in here. I need none of this extra. Thought I had some copper sheets I was missing. Oh well, doesn't matter. They're being crafted and en masse now. And there we go. So now all I have to do is just leave this all going because then the wire's gonna go, the copper sheets are gonna go, and the ingots are gonna go. So that's literally all that matters here anymore. And obviously the iron ore would have gone for the, oh right! The iron ore was supposed to go for the fucking things up here, but I don't care anymore. I forgot, I was supposed to slap all this iron ore into the miners so that they could start spitting out, into the constructors, or the smelters, while making use of all this stocked up material. Oh well. That's on me. I can just awesome sink literally all this. God, that's so much! Just because I got so many iron ingots in there. Oh, that's why it took so long for the copper ingots to finally fill up. Because they were crafting ingots. I feel so dumb. There. Oh, okay. Alright. Dump all this crap into the awesome sink. I've transitioned away from my starting zone and have returned back to my usual zone. It all returns to that zone no matter what. Try as I might to escape that zone, it will always revert back to it. Oh, there's still some coal in there. Ew. Gross. Concrete. Wire. Quick wire. Let me drain it out just a little bit. Let it spit all that shit back out. In fact, I can just make a second container right behind it for a brief moment. Well, not a brief moment, but like for long enough to consume the rest of these. But I obviously have the remainder as well up top. This does also mean, though, that with all that production going, there's literally zero pause in any of my steel productions or aluminum productions anymore. With everything being hard dedicated to both of these, both productions over here, they will always just be consistent movement. I did leave it dismantled. Great, god damn it. Yeah, there's a fuck ton in there. Jesus Christ. Ugh, but seeing this area now so much cleaner. Slowly but goddamn surely this area will be pristinely empty. And there you go. There's that done already. Gotta go pick up the rest of this, and while that's all emptying out, I still can't believe looking at the steel floor order, I can make that literally everything up until the genuine, like, manufacturing plants, which are gonna be way more complicated to actually get that set up and going, obviously. Crazy. Absolutely crazy that it actually turned out that way. With my little order. I want to believe that that's exactly what Coffee Saint did. They kind of made it where it's like, okay, if you make these like levels and you make them all level to each other, how easy it is to connect everything together. But in that case, there's a lot of thought into no longer making them separate, but now conjoining them in a way. It wouldn't really work that well, but it'd be kind of cool to see, like, combining them in a way. And like our screws are now finally the ones being deleted first. Put the wire in there. That's so much I need to delete. Fuck it. Another one! I misplaced it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Nope, that's mostly because I'm just a little too giddy right now, being able to get rid of literally everything. Ah, oh, so nice. There you go. Alright, just give that some time. How many coupons do I have right now built up? 57. That's on top of the 82 that I have going on right now, which obviously isn't too much all things considered, but it's still a lot. Oh, absolutely amazing. Absolutely fucking amazing. And at the end of the day, how much power am I looking at now? Oh, why is that fluctuating? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why am I fluctuating power now? Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. Why is power fluctuating? No, 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 no. Power should not be fluctuating by any means whatsoever. There should be zero reason why there's fluctuation here at all. I'm trying to think really hard right now. Like, why would it be going? Why would it be doing that? Why would that be happening? I might have to kill power. There's no point. There's no point killing power. I mean, oh, I could, but like, why would I? I let it back clock, so what the fuck? What happened? You aren't getting enough. polymer resin's backing up? Why is polymer resin backing up, though? What? Why are you backed up? Because this line is backing up. That's why. Oh my god. Okay, let me just max this the fuck out then, just so it never backs up. But even then, am I wrong? Did I do my math incorrectly here? There's really no fucking way. Yeah, 30? 30 by 12 is 360. And if I'm using 40, 80, 140, 200, 260. Oh my god, I am only using 320. I'm so fucking stupid. I have less than I actually need. Fuck! Okay, wait. Okay. I did this math incorrectly. Let me correct this a little bit. Let me correct this just by a little bit. Take out the polymer resin. It's not gonna last long. Yeah, this is a very, 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 very haphazard failsafe. Okay, this is really dumb. This is really dumb. I cannot fucking believe. But that does mean I do have to turn off the turbo power for a little bit. I do, so I can make it go back up again. Yeah, because they're all gonna be off balance now. Shit! Okay. Okay, so I'm making 40, 80, 140, 200, 260, 320 out of 360. So I only have 40 left. If I make fabric, I don't have to think for fabric. Okay, let me go unlock fabric real quick because I know for a fact that I can make fabric with resin. I don't have any other need for rubber. If I need to make another rubber, I'll make it with goddamn rubber. But otherwise, I don't have a need for it. Fuck. I did not realize I did that math completely fucking wrong. I thought I had that right. Of course it was. Yeah, it's 280, not fucking 240, dumb slut. Yeah, I'm thinking about the numbers right now. Of course I got that math wrong all the way back when. Damn it. The simple solution is just to make it overflow and just sink the resin. But at the same time, if I'm going to use the goddamn resin, I might as well have it be, like... Or if I'm making the resin, I might as well actually use it rather than just for fucking coupons. Those coupons are going to be useful for fucking statues when I care to unlock those. Okay. Give me the unlock for fucking fabric through resin. I know there's a thing for it. Right here. I need more fabric, though, you son of a bitch. I can make it. I don't know why I have biomass in my thing, but I do have biomass in my thing. That's all that matters. But this also means now I know I no longer have to ever craft fabric through biomass ever again. At least presumably. Like this. Yes, thank you. Cool. How much does it cost? Please tell me it's 40.
Research completed.
30! Pain and suffering!
Using
Okay.
polyethylene terephthalate, production of a lightweight.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do
fabric
2 of them. I'm gonna cut them in
automated.
half and just go that
It
way.
has many
That's
of the
it.
properties
I'm just
of
gonna
naturally
underclock them.
sourced fabric and also amplifies body odor.
Not even cut them in half. It's gonna be it's gonna be 66%. Jesus Christ! I didn't think this is how it's gonna. I mean, I still have one more hour, so obviously again I'll be able to get the steel floor getting moving and everything. But still, fuck! I cannot believe I messed up such a simple fucking numerical. I'm so mad at myself. I cannot fucking believe I fucked that up. absolutely insane. I did that way too early. I thought I had enough speed and time. Okay, for a brief moment, I got this off real quick. Okay. It's fine. I'm just gonna be losing out on a lot of things here real quick, but it's fine. The awesome sink. No, actually, is this the power point? Is that where power's supposed to go? Yes, it is. Okay, so that actually is where PowerPoint's supposed to go. Okay. Gonna really quickly. This down. 2 refineries. Sync it up together. Beautiful. Okay. And then we make fast. Oh, I only do 20. There you go. Easy. F1. F2. Okay. Which then we just do a 3 splitter. Here. And then I'm just gonna do Mark 4s for everything. I don't give a fuck anymore. I just need this to work. That's the only thing. I just need it to work. Like that. Nope. Fucking dumbass bitch. Why are you slightly off? Oh, because I removed the things. Oh, fuck. Okay, why? Why did I? Oh, yeah, because I made it for triple splitters. Right, I did that instead. Fuck it. I'll nudge you down by 1. Right there. There. Only, 20s each. Yeah, okay, cool. There we go. Done and done. That's water already connected. Cool. And then this just has to connect through here now. Just sucky, but everything was clean before, but it's fine. Dumb fucking bitch. There. Okay, cool. Alright. Dump that in. Dump that in. Dump that in. I'll connect the power here in a moment. Okay. There you go. Okay, cool. Fuck it. I'm gonna upgrade these as well. Oh, fuck! It did a thing! Ah! That was 9. 9. And this is 6. Okay. I just really needed to process as quick as possible, essentially speaking. That's all I need for this right now. Okay, and then you're already producing fabric, which is, greatly annoying at this point. Yeah, smart splitter. You're only doing 40 by the minute, right there. Smart splitter again. Same idea that I've been doing for everything. Please. Okay, and then at this point, I don't care anymore. Okay, down. Why? Okay, fine. I don't care. As long as it goddamn connects. Fuck it. Fucking Mark 5. There you go. polymer resin is good. Jesus Christ. Alright, let me turn off all the turbo fuels real quick so that it can backlog and everything can kind of function correctly again, because you can see that there's some up there that are off. I really hate that I have to either like manually turn them off. Actually, if I copy paste, can I turn it off automatically? No, that only saves the setting, which is even more annoying. I wish there was just a way, like, there's an exterior button press that just turns it off instantaneously. If not, actually, what I could just do is I could just turn these off. And then I can just wait until the stuff backlogs over there. Yeah, I could just do that. And then I turn them all back on once they're backlogging. Jesus Christ, I can't believe. Yeah, once these start backlogging, I guess I can turn it back on. Yeah. Okay. You know, I should have realized it too. I absolutely should have fucking realized it when I saw the, when I saw the polymer wasn't sinking in as quickly. Like, I should have fucking realized it. When I saw the polymer was, like, slowly but surely backing up, I should have fucking realized that that was going to become an issue. The only good news is now, though, is that means that I have, fabric now just ready to go for whatever reason. I knew I was going to have to set up fabric eventually, but I don't like setting up fabric because it's so happenstance. You rarely, if ever, use fabric in the first place, so I just don't usually make this at all. And like I said, I don't usually rely on resin at all in the first place because I dislike how much, how little you actually get at the end of the day in comparison to if you were using, heavy oil residue. But, I mean, hey, at this point, if this is how it happens, it fucking happens. That's all that fucking matters. There we go. Beautiful. Now we're actually all set. God damn it. Ugh. Cannot believe. I cannot believe. Ugh. Alright, let's give this a little bit of time. I'm gonna go set up the floor. I'll awesome sink everything that I got on me right now. And we'll go from there. The only thing I need to double check real quick before I do anything is that the foundry layouts are of a smaller height, or of a height that is capable of being in the six wall foundation layout that I have going on right now. If that's the case, then I can very easily just make everything based off of the train line. Alright, let me go awesome sink. It feels so good and so weird to come in here and be like, oh yeah, it's empty. It's just a bunch of foundations that you laid down God knows how long ago. Are these done already? Yes. Even more to awesome sink. Boop, 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 boop. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright, so let's go just test out one quick thing, and then when I lay out the foundations to work with, I will make my way back to check up on the turbo fuel. Again, it's a really good thing that I have such absolute excess going, because if I had to turn off something that would have cost me power outages, it would have been brutal. So yeah, obviously now I'm only making 9,900, which is, I mean, I say only, but, you know, to say only, it's still over double what I was originally making. Actually, no, it's just barely on the double line, because I was making like 4,900 before. So I'm just under the double rate, essentially speaking. Okay, so I can test this is super easily right here where the screws are. Very easily, I can just place down, or at least just line up one of my my assembly and my foundry lines, and that's essentially all I need to do. Oh, actually, the assembly line is actually perfectly fine, because I just realized that I built the ones up top there, so I know for a fact that assemblers is, more than short enough. Yeah, assemblers are more than short enough. Beautiful. Because they literally aren't tall enough at all. Meanwhile, the foundries, I'm like 80% sure also are perfectly fine, but just to make sure. Like the 6 foundries. Oops. Yep, perfectly fine. Yep, it'll work. That is all that I needed to know. Alrighty then. All that I need to do is build out over all 4 of those. Which is also going to cover a copper node and an iron node, which... Actually, debate. Could I just make that its own dedicated factory? Like, actually, though? But these are all normals, right? So this means that with normals, I have... Are these still pures? Because these are pures. I can just 200% both of these. No, they're no. It's a normal. No, that instantly just killed the dream. Oh, the iron ore is pure, though. So, here's what I can do if I really, really wanted to. I can make the steel factory completely on its own here. Literally just using the iron, this one iron ore. Because I just double it up, because all these are normals. If I just mark 3 these guys, I can mark 3 200% on this one, and just have this being a dedicated at all times steel manufacturing plant. Which may be the way to go. Unfortunately, copper being normal kind of kills the math here a little bit, but it might be able to work for the only thing that I need, which is stators. And then the motors, no matter what, I do have to have that being fed in from the rotors up top. Which wouldn't be bad, because then in that case, I would literally have an absolute fuck ton of steel always in production. I might do that, actually. I might actually do that where I ignore the train for iron ore. Just have this dedicated location be for steel from the iron ore being at 200% overclocked, and then all these coals being conjoined. Yeah, that might be the way to do it, and then the rotors up top there are transferred in from motors. I mean, it might be the way to do it, honestly. Because then, no matter what, I'm always making steel. Always making steel. It doesn't rely that I'm making 0 iron production. Because at any moment that I'm making any iron production, which is the rotors up top there, that's instantly going to take away from the stator production or the beams or pipes or encased industrial beams. Oh, encased industrial beams. Oh, I can make that the 6th floor, actually, in that case. Okay. Yeah, I can just bring in concrete in that case scenario. Because I do have the 2 concrete pure nodes right there that I could probably just pipe up. Yeah, I can pipe them all the way up and just conjoin them with the final, which is going to be the 6th encased industrial beams. Inbound concrete. Yeah. Make that super simple, super easy. Yeah. Yeah. That's the conceptual idea there. That is a very conceptual idea. Fetish of the day. What a fucking thing. When a sexy woman, aka not me, flaunts and presents the big booba. Well, here's the thing, though. Here's the goddamn thing. Number one, I'm not sexy. I'm anything but sexy. And number two, I do not flaunt nor present the booba by any sense whatsoever. You want to know how I know? Because I'm always wearing multiple layers enough to hide all of it. I am by no means flaunting any of it. The only problem is that you kind of can't not flaunt them no matter what you wear at some point, you know? Like, that's the fucking problem with them. Is that at some point it's just like, yeah, no, you're always going to be flaunting them because you don't have a choice. Why they fucking suck. Yeah, I just have to make it on this line and then create the there. I mean, you're right, but also no. Because then people gawk and stare and it's no. No. Free the booba. Listen, I have a booba window. You can see them very clearly there, alright? They can breathe. I think it's mostly just because I was blessed with, like, heavy resistance to sweating. Is basically like why I'm so adverse to that concept. Okay, so here... I think this is the beginnings. Yeah, because... Oh, maybe further back. Okay, so it looks like this is where... Somewhere around this area is where it's going to start. Because once I beam all the way down is where it's going to begin. Okay, so let me... just start making a standard concrete platform here real quick. Okay. Which then, let me really quickly highlight that stamp. Yes. Okay, cool. So that's how far that's going to go. To which then, I like that stamp. Build on over there. You bastard. How fucking dare you, stupid bitch. Okay, so in essence, this is where it's gonna start going inbound. Okay? So this is the extent of which the platform was needed to actually get the stuff in. Okay. So this is the kind of rough bare minimum that I need this factory to spaciously take up. Okay. Alright. Move the stamp. Move that stamp. Okay, cool. I forgot to take off the highlight. Do I have any other stamps anywhere? Oh, I have oil. I also have the sand ore, which I don't need anymore, but I'll highlight and get rid of. There you go. Cool. Okay. So, and in this case, I'm gonna just pull this up a little more. One of these days I'll have an actual model where if I ever get good enough to make asset switching or asset movement of any kind, especially for a 3D model, where I can make it so that I have just like a chill sweater model that can unzip. And then y'all will see that there's just nothing but a t-shirt underneath, and the booba will not be able to breathe so much as they'll just be visible as to clarify my point of which why I wear a sweater at all times and never unzip. Well, that occurs to me, this steel factory is actually going to be as tall as my iron factory. It's kind of funny for me. Just to get to encase industrial beams. That's before everything gets exported out. to actually update, like, fully on it. I actually made a second container now to get even more DNA fucking capsules, because as you can see, I have more than a container's worth of DNA capsules now, which is ridiculous to think about. I still am pretty sure that if I dumped all of that into an awesome sink, every single one of them is a ticket. Which is just absurd to think about. Okay, alright, let me go check on the turbo fuel to see if I can turn on the other ones yet. Also, I love how, Epic, besides, me playing coy, I have literally nothing on your list of fetishes. I am neither a sexy lawyer, secretary, or librarian. I don't own any fucking suits to fit that criteria whatsoever. Even like a pencil skirt. I don't even have anything like that. Or a pencil dress. Cocktail dress, more likely, actually. No, it's pencil. I think pencil is more like those kinds of designs. Booba flexing is way out of the fucking picture. Absolutely not. Then there's also now this one where it's like, oh yeah, I flaunt the booba, which I do not, because I am incapable of flaunting booba that I have no confidence in. Okay, strangely enough, what's being taken up is over here. As long as it is actually flowing all correctly, that's all that goddamn matters. Okay, so now it looks like it still isn't backing up. I think it's because I'm not using anywhere near enough on all of this shit. Maybe I should just pause all of this so I can make it back up way faster. Platform heels? No. I do not do heels at all. I have a pair of heels, but I don't wear them at all. Literally at all. I cannot in any way, shape, or form tell you when's the last time I wore those heels. I am like 80% sure I didn't even wear them to the funeral that I performed at a year and a half ago. Yeah, fun fact, I performed at a funeral. It was for a conductor of a music program that I was in, and they requested some alumni that they still had records of that were taught by them, or at least that were in the program at the time, and I performed. It was nothing special. It was like just a really short and sweet one song performance or anything like that. But I know for a fact I wasn't wearing heels that day because that was also a day I had to go to work too, so I had to leave work, go perform, come back to work, and then, you know, do that. I just took flats at that point. I took pumps. Plus, it wasn't like, you know, a funeral's a place to go in with heels, you know? It isn't a gala or anything like that. That isn't a place where you're trying to be flaunty or sexy in. I am too. It was really sad, I think, because, strangely enough, well, I don't, not really strangely enough, the whole reason why I even got, like, reconnected to that situation was because, I think it was, like, 6 months prior to that person unfortunately passing away, they got diagnosed with cancer. And what they wanted to do was they wanted to do, like, a big performance of, the group over the ages kind of thing, where, like, they had the current group, they had a group that recently graduated, and then they brought back as many alumni as they could, which once again, I was an alumni, so they contacted me, and my sister, technically speaking, but like, it was the both of us in that case scenario, but they called us both, and they were like, hey, we want to do this performance, like, yeah, this director has cancer, and this is her idea. This was like her idea of the last thing that she wanted to do for her career, because at that point, she's going to go into chemotherapy, and she's going to, you know, take some time off, and this is the performance that she wants. So, okay, so we perform, we do our little routine and everything, and it's like, oh, it's really fun to be back here and everything. 4 months later, we are alerted to the fact that she has, unfortunately, not gone well through the chemotherapy, and then she was going to be passing away very soon. And that's when they arranged that when she does pass, then in the funeral, she wanted as many of us who performed in her last performance to come back and perform for her funeral. To which, of course, 2 months later, after this whole thing happened, 6 months down the line, it happened and she passed away, unfortunately, which was really sad, but I did get my one opportunity to perform with her, and then obviously I performed at her funeral, but at the end of the day, it was super nice. I will say that. It was super nice to get back into, like, being able to sing again professionally in comparison. And obviously, too, because it was the factor of, like, many of us at that point. I want to say more than half of us were alumni at that point, because obviously because the other kids were kids, either in middle school or high school, they had school. They couldn't just attend a funeral, you know? So most of us were adults at that point. So a lot of us had long since not sung. So it was, the quality was notably lower because obviously a lot of us just hadn't performed in years. But it was super nice to be like back together as a group and see a couple of old faces that we just never kept in contact with. Also, hi, Rose, claimed my booba, and coming in like a bit of a nostalgic story about how Epic wanted to know if I fit any of his fetishes, which so far the literal only one that I fit is being coy, but I only am coy when I'm confident, which is very extremely rare. And then he even asked like, oh yeah, but do you have heels at least? Like, nope, I didn't even wear heels to the funeral that I performed at, which is where that whole little story came into play. Yeah, I very much lack any form of attraction for Epic besides the booba and being coy when it comes to being confident. Okay. Yes, I know. It's a hell of a thing to learn. Not only for the fact that I used to perform professionally, but also, well, professionally. Like, I mean, it was a kids' choir. Like, okay, we traveled, we had performances, we did do stuff, but it wasn't like, you know, we're making money or anything like that. It's just a fun little thing. We did perform on stage, we did perform for paid admission, but it wasn't like we were ever, like, stars of the show or anything like that. We were just kids who liked to sing. And I was just among those dumb bimbos before my voice shattered. It became what the disgusting mess it is now, and my voice is just not the same anymore. Ever again. Alright, so I really want to see this back up. Is essentially the goal here. Don't give you food, you dumbass. Wait, at least if someone gives you food and listens to your dumbass and is a nice person, come here. I am confusion. Wait, what? What part of my combo is that for? Besides the fact that obviously being pampered like a pet is heavily wanted. I mean, what? Oh, that is your checklist. Oh, I see. Oh, why are you not backfilling? I turn off more to make this backfill even faster. Probably I should, just to really make it really fast, huh? If I do that, then this will fill up unironically in like 3 minutes. Fuck it, let's do it. I just realized, can't I make the platform things in the awesome shop? Can I not make them like for this? Okay, I think this is the farthest that I can go before I start actually losing out on power. Give the sun to bug your boyfriend. Go! Do it! Bug him until he retaliates by pinning you down instead. Always the best option. Did I never connect you to power? Have you guys just been operating? Oh my god, you have been operating on literally nothing. I had never had this connected. Are you fucking kidding me? I was short by what, like 1,200 power? 250 or 1,500? 250, 500. Yeah, 1,500 power. Apparently I've just been cheaping out on 1,500 power for no fucking reason. I cannot believe how fucking ridiculous. Oh, hey, they're already filling up right now. Beautiful. Cool. So slowly but surely they should be back flowing here real quick. I'll go until all of these are yellow. Then once all of these are yellow, I'll flick it all on again. God, some of these are going to take a while, though. It's fine, but it'll take a little bit. You're full of fuel as it is. Hopefully by the time all of y'all are yellow, will be around the same time that those will start turning a little yellow. I think this is the best angle to see, because now those are all yellow. Yes, yes. God, I'm literally talking about me and my fucking kids choir. You graduating tomorrow is crazy. That's insane, Sierra. It's kind of insane to think that I've known you for half your high school career. That's disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. And probably creepier than it should be. No, actually, no, it's probably the right amount of creepy. Probably the correct amount of creepy to think that I had known you for half your high school career. Ugh. Are you guys still not full? Oh, there you go. Now you're full. Or now you're going to fill up eventually here. Okay, so you're getting there. You're getting there. You're getting there. Alright, so soon enough, these will turn yellow. This one's going to turn yellow like in one more. And then hopefully the rest of these will follow suit very quickly after. There we go. There's yellow. Oh, there they go. Oh, but then these center points are also... Okay, I understand now. I understand a little bit more now. Okay. How is the fuel looking over here? Are you guys starting to backlog a little bit? Yes, you are starting to backlog a little bit. Yeah, hopefully by the time these guys turn yellow, I will be... Yeah, so these two are definitely going to take a while to turn yellow, which is kind of sucky, but we'll have to do what I have to do. Yeah. It's not a good just wait till these turn yellow, like the outer two versus the inner two, and then I can turn it all on again, because then it'll just be all processing as fully as possible. Are you guys backlogging a little bit now? You guys should be, right? No, actually not yet. Which feels a little insane that these aren't backlogging yet. Yeah, that feels crazy that they aren't backlogged yet. How are you doing? You guys are still surely getting there. Yeah, you're still surely getting there. Well, okay, let's just go ahead and go on now, because I think now we're good. Alright, time for everything to get load. I think I should be good now. What I'm wondering, if at any point in time should I make a like setup of some kind that goes to every single node in the map, just places a miner on them. I will make basic materials out of them, or should I just transport all the production into single places? Like every single iron ore is being transported to a single fucking location so that I can make every single iron plate, every single iron rod, every single screw that I can imaginable. Max out power. There we go. Back at it again, but now we're officially at 13,900. Jesus, we're even higher now. Absolutely crazy. But there you go. Power's back. Power's back. Jesus Christ. I cannot believe I did that one stupid-ass mistake of making a dumbass mathematical error of not even being able to fucking put this together. Dumbass bitch. The good news is that water was nowhere near enough water to add on to everything. And I only needed a 160 water And then plus this is 200, so I'm operating at 240 water by the minute. So that is all fine and goddamn dandy. Alright. I begin setting up steel, of which I need 3 Mark III miners, which shouldn't be too bad. I still have a bunch. Oh no, I need 5 Mark III miners. I still have a shit ton to begin with, so that should be fine. Let me branch down all of my stuff so I can make sure that they're all evenly on the correct platform. I'm wondering if I should just slap the, all of my heavy modular frames into my nitrogen production all the way over there, because at this point, this is kind of what I mean by, like, I only set up nitrogen to be manual because it's so unnecessary at the end of the day, because it's really not that necessary. The only thing I need to do is set up the cooling engine, right? Cooling system, this one. I still need to set up this one, unfortunately. And the reason why I still need to set this up is because it needs water, rubber, and heat sinks. Heat sinks I have going, rubber I have going. I need to line up the water over there. Excuse me. The only thing that I could do is I could transport the nitrogen over there on a train. I can lead it in. I can set up nitrogen, and then I can go collect some rubber. Because actually, even then, how much do I need by the minute? I'm only making 40 rubber by the minute anyways. I only need 12, so actually I could do that. I could. At 150 nitrogen per minute, I can very easily do that. That's not hard at all. Water, also not hard at all. So this could, I could actually set up a train to pick up all this crap very easily. Do some quick math on how much I'm actually making of any of this crap. I'm making 40 rubber by the minute. How many heat sinks I'm making by the minute? I think only 24. So actually, I can only make 2 anyways. If I'm making 24 heat sinks by the minute, then I can only make 2 anyways. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm making. God damn you. Yeah, I'm making 24. So yeah, I'm only gonna make 2 anyway. So I need yeah, I would need 360. So 1 singular water extractor. So what I could do to make that super easy and super simple, unless there's any water over there, I could just manually slap it in as well. Which, by the way, the only reason why I don't have any of the cooling systems is because you could buy them in the Awesome Shop, and when you buy them in the Awesome Shop, you get a stack of, I think, 200. So, like, I just bought a stack of 200 for, I think, 6 coupons, and just called it a day. I think I had, searched for all the Mercerspheres that I got, and I was just like, oh, right, I need at least 10 miners worth of materials so I don't have to worry about that. And then I just went, oh yeah, can I just buy this? And I did. And I just said, fuck it. Just bought it. I'm 80% sure I have at least 600 and more nitrogen going on at once right now. Like, it's not even funny how much nitrogen I have going inbound at the moment. I swear I have like 2 pipes that are, one is 600 and one I think is 240 or 360, one of the two. Probably 240, because if it was 360, it'd also be a Mark II pipe, but it's not. But what I need to know is if there's any water whatsoever around here. If there's any water, I could just literally do the exact same thing as before, just make this a manual insertion. But if there is no water, then I would have to transport it out of here real quickly. Oh, there's water right over there. I'm stupid. Wow, this actually is way closer than I thought it was to the rubber. Whoa, that is way closer. So, yeah, what I could do is I can make a train, go and collect the heat sinks, come down here, collect nitrogen, go all the way down there, and then just have rubber bee feeding into here, or yeah, just have rubber bee being fed into there. And I could set up cooling system over there instead. Yeah, not a bad thing. And how much nitrogen am I looking at right now? It's a lot. I know it's a lot. I've got 1 pure, 2 pure, 3 pure. Wait. Oh, pure's at 120. Right, they're 120. They're not. There's this 360. 360. That's 5 pure for 600, and I have 1 pure, 2 pure. So it's 240. Yeah, it's 240. So it's 600 and 240. So yeah, it's super easy. I could literally just do this one piping here, dedicated specifically for that. Shut up, you stupid bitch. Specifically for that, where I just pipe it into a train station and just have that be transported easily enough. And like I said, I just make the train station literally zoop on over here, and then it just curves around down there, and that's that. Super quick, super easy. Yeah. Yeah. It's not a terrible idea. Maybe I'll take care of that tomorrow on my off time, if I actually remember to do so. I've been itching to get back into Monster Hunter a little bit, or at least just for a couple of hunts. Obviously, I dropped off a little bit, both with the news that 100% the game was undercooked, which is depressing. For even how good it was still released early. Number 2, tunnel update still isn't coming out for at least another week and a half at the bare minimum. And number 3, obviously, I've already put in 268 hours into that fucking game. So, like, yeah, I think it was only 218. 218, I think. Well, I know it's over 200 hours, so it's like over 200 hours in the 3.5 months that that game's been out. So, like, that is satisfactory numbers right there. Like, I only put in that much time into a game with Satisfactory, and I don't think anything else has ever, like, grabbed me that much before. At least I don't think so, because in comparison to, obviously, like, before, where I wasn't, streaming a little bit, or just playing freely and whatnot, I used to hop around more games than I do now. Yeah, I could actually just make that super easy, yeah. I could just collect the heat sinks, collect the nitrogen, head on down to rubber, and then down in rubber just have one fucking water pump working everything. Yeah, I can do that. Cool. Alright, let me go set this up, and we'll wrap up for tonight. So all I need to do is lower down walls so I can have the correct line of where these are gonna go. And as long as I have enough for 5 of my Mark III miners, it should be fine. Yeah, I'm glad I now have this platform that's like all the way out here. Alright, let's see. Mark III miners. I am short on supercomputers, so that's where it's going to suck a little bit. So that's absolutely where that's going to have to come to an end, essentially speaking. Alright, so really quickly. Oh, right, I have to pick up all this. I have to clear out this node. I think it's the only one. I think the coal are all clear, I believe. Yeah, they're all clear. Yeah, you don't have to worry about them at all. You have to worry about the hogs. Protect them, that's it. Okay, there's that one. This one's always been so fucking annoying to get evenly because even if you wanted to, it always acts so disgusting. Oops. Ignore me, hogs. Okay. Okay, and then that is all I need to do for now. Alright, and then I have to come on down here. the corner right there. Which means that I can then just slap that on right there. Which now means that this is now in line with the factory up top. That is all that I need to do there. That is the majority of the prep that was necessary. Now I just have to hack all the spike. If nothing else, maybe I'll take care of this on tomorrow night for myself, and maybe like early Saturday if I have a chance before I start stream. Yeah, I'll take care of it. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. In the meantime, though, let me then, in that case, let me make the supercomputers that I got, because at this point, theoretically, I should have literally everything that I need for the supercomputer. The only thing that obviously is going to take a little while are the high-speed connectors. Which again, once I make the AI limiters over there, I actually guess I could actually just make AI limiters right now. Oh no, because I need copper sheets. Never mind. Never mind. Nope, can't do that. Copper sheets is the second floor, so I could actually line that up very easily if I wanted to. Make that very simple. Yeah, I could. What else takes copper sheets? I know there's one other thing that takes copper sheets that isn't just the AI limiters. Circuit boards! That's what it is, circuit boards. Yeah, circuit boards take plastic, which means they have to be delivered over there, which is fine. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm starting to get the complications of having to transport all this stuff as it is. I shouldn't have dumped the fucking concrete. I'm gonna need the concrete eventually anyways, but it's fine. Right. Make my 15 supercomputers, or at least have them on standby. Portable miners. Oh, this just reminded me. Now, this is a really fucking dumb thing that we talked about God knows how long ago. Is I never thought of, like, a reason as to why in the ever-loving fuck would you ever want to, like, have an assembler? Oh, you can't actually assemble a portable miner. I could have sworn you could have assembled a portable miner, but I guess not. So essentially speaking, like, you can assemble a couple of these things. I think you can assemble... No, you can't really assemble a lot of these things. But essentially speaking, like, we talked about how, like, why you would ever want to make, like, an excess of X, Y, or Z. Something can make a portable miner? Nope, just the equipment workshop. Oh, I think that's right. It's a blueprint. It's a hard drive. It's the other thing. What's it called? Alternate recipe. That's what it is. An alternate recipe. But I realize now why it's an alternate recipe, and it's really fucking stupid as a thought that has that I never really occurred to me. That would be like super simple. But essentially speaking, when you get the alternate recipe, the reason why you would ever want this is for the ridiculously dumb and or weird reason that if you are using every single thing in the entire goddamn planet and you are awesome sinking everything in excess, if for whatever reason you don't have a use for iron plates or iron rods for whatever reason, put them into assembler, make them a portable miner, awesome sink the portable miner. Just for fucking coupons. I saw one tiny ass clip of somebody talking about sinking excess materials, and they said to do this in the early game, and I was just like, wait, Right! If you assemble that, you can just awesome sync it for God knows how many points. Yeah, exactly. I was just like, oh, I guess that is the only reason you would ever set the portable miner to manufacturing. Because otherwise, what fucking other reason would you have? Just having unlimited portable miners? For no fucking reason? But I felt dumb when I realized, like, oh yeah, I guess that is an option. You could just awesome sync it. Oh hey, but look at that, I have enough. I literally have enough! Oh my god, I have just enough. I think that's actually just because of the quick wire. And which obviously will be recharging as we go. That's great. Beautiful. But yeah, this is where we'll be able to finish up crafting these high-speed connectors, and we'll make the supercomputers, and I'll do one last check on the turbo fuel, just to make sure that it is perfectly fine. And then I'll go from there. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, this is what it's like to produce in absolute excess. So goddamn nice. So fucking nice. I love it. I love it. I'm also so glad that I somehow managed to make all my buildings in such a weirdly lined up manner that I can just have the trains go across super easily, loop on back, and then just keep doing that same fucking loop over and over again. That's gonna happen with wire, rotors, and then eventually concrete. But concrete is gonna take a little while because of the factor that I still have to make the concrete layouts. The concrete layouts won't be bad though. I know for a fact that it's not gonna cost me that much, even considering everything. It's just the math is gonna be a little bit on the wonky side. Beautiful. Awesome. Slap those in my inventory and be done with them. Beautiful. Yep. And then, like I said, I could also set up the cooling engine if I wanted to. Now that I'm realizing how actually relatively simple that would actually be. In essence, I would only need 2 manufacturers. I would only have to train over the nitrogen and the heat sinks and go from there. It wouldn't be too bad. Everything else right now, though, would be a little bit of an undertaking, mainly due to the fact that, short of doing a very messy combination line, it wouldn't be worth in that case instance yet. I think the cooling system is the only one that would necessarily be worth it at the moment. That's solely because of how clean and simple that actually been set up. Like I said, maybe I'll set that up over the weekend just to keep it simple. So I have to clear out the space for the coal miners, and then I can set up the cooling engine layout. I can say, yeah, set up the temporary and or like happenstance one. Wouldn't be too bad. If you're only 24, yeah, it's super easy. Yeah, super simple, super easy. I can do that. Beautiful. Slap you away. Oh, so then what I can do is clear area, or clear coal miner. Terrain for coal miners. And then set up cooling engine. Temp layout. Okay. Yep. So that is what I'm hoping to take care of over the weekend while I have a little bit of time to do so. But otherwise, let's go ahead and make a quick double check to my turbo fuel, which should probably get us around ad time. And that way I can kind of just blabber a little bit in the meantime while ads are running. I'm just so fucking happy this all worked out as well as it did. So much power, all the manufacturing in the world, most of it is logically organized. And as long as nothing breaks, nothing breaks. Oh yeah, I guess I can also, once I've done checking on the triple, I can check on my copper and make sure that all that's working, which I'm 80% sure is all working. But obviously just to really make sure that everything is okay. I checked it on the iron and I'll check in on the copper. Actually, I'll check on iron too. Again, I really want to make sure that everything's okay. And it's just a way to burn the last 10-ish minutes of stream anyways. Everything is in operation. Everything is clean. Everything is great. Beautiful. Resin is going. And all of you should have like some minor backup, but none of you are like overflowing by any means, right? Yeah. Looks like it. Yep. As long as like none of them are over half, I think we're good. Oh, I say that one's over half. Oh god. I'm hoping that is just a little bit of a happenstance moment. That is eventually going to solve itself. None of these are yellow, right? Or red? No. All of them are working. Strange. Weirdly strange. Yeah, because now you're full. A little bit worrisome. I'm really hoping that doesn't suddenly start backlogging a little bit. There's a genuine worry here. Hopefully that isn't the case, though. And this right here. Leaves. Wood. Biomass. Oh wow, you guys aren't actually full of biomass yet, which is a little bit on the crazy side, honestly. Oh, it's because you guys actually were still crafting. Oh. There we go. There we go. Alright, so now it should start, start backfeeding. Okay, cool. So there we go. That's all ready to go. My power is all going perfectly well. And then I have my battery cells. They're also amazing. I could make more of these if I wanted to, honestly. I could just keep expanding this little corner and keep working on that. Just keep making more fail-safe power. But with everything looking absolutely amazing for now, let's go ahead and double check on my iron and my copper factory. As long as those two are not getting fucked up by any means, I will have successfully made my little layouts overtly fucking efficient. I'm also a little amazed that I made as many modular frames as I did. The fact that I'm making 80 modular frames by the minute, it's over a stack a minute, which is crazy. I didn't see those rotors, I guess. Rotors are 100 a stack by the minute, but I'm making 160 by the minute, so making it stack and a half by the fucking minute. Jesus. That's just insane to think about. I don't know if I'll be making the same amount with stators, though, because that's where that measurement's going to come into play for making motors. Obviously, the number is going to be dwindling and compounding as it goes, but still. I'm also still waiting for them to make the very light fucking feature that whenever we open the goddamn map, we can see our fucking layouts around. God damn it, it's so simple. I don't know why they don't do it. It feels so easy. Oh my god, it's just so good. It's so good just seeing all these just backed up. Obviously, aluminum has to always be in process so that things don't ever back up or fuck up in a way. There's also that factor, too, that while all of this is running, I'm still using so bare minimum power. Like, in comparison to what I was before. I've achieved and or reached the point in which, like, I'm just begging to find a way to use more power, which is obviously going to be where the steel factory comes into play. But okay, yeah, so this is, at all times, it will be functioning correctly. Very good. Very good. Ugh. Absolutely great. Absolutely fucking great. that's so fucking nice. That's so goddamn nice. Extra inputting more than you're outputting. Yep, cool. Cool. So good. So goddamn good. Ads are coming to an end as we're gonna arrive towards the steel and copper factories. It's gonna be crazy because now I have to think about how I'm gonna interconnect all of these properly. Obviously, like, there's this where it has like the fucking thing outstretching. But this is not like exactly properly connected, you know? Like, this is just like a haphazard, weird ass thing that's keeping them connected. Not to mention also, technically the power is not properly being connected. So, what I'm thinking the connection is going to eventually be is when I get the assembly factory, when I'm tossing in rubber and plastic, is where I'm going to connect that into like the whole factory, and that factory is going to connect to the railway, which is going to connect to literally everything else. That is the hope and or idea when it comes down to what it's going to take to connect everything. Seeing these solid blue lines is so nice. It's absolutely ridiculous to see these solid blue lines. Oh, so good. All these fucking screws. And everything is still stockpiled and just backed the fuck up, which is great. Even if I were to lose power for whatever fucking reason, if for some unknown miracle I somehow lose power, I have so much stockpiled in these alone. I have, what's that, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 40 stacks worth of modular frames on top of the 36 stacks that are in here. I have over an entire container's worth of stacks, and that's not including the 5 that I have in my dimensional depot already. So I have 51 stacks, not including the ones that are on the belts already, so let's just say that's another full stack right there. Insane. And yeah, it looks like copper is also doing just fine. Obviously, they've already backed up because I already had so much crap to begin with. And seeing it all just like pushed up there. Which then they travel through here. Draw the copper sheets all backed up, which is amazing. To which then they get lifted up to the wire. Uh-oh. Am I that stupid? Did I never connect the fucking... I didn't connect the goddamn wire. Hey, this is why I wanted to double check. This is why I wanted to double check. The wire and the cable has not been producing at all. And that's why you double fucking check. Oh, is that right that the orange is the front? Oh, maybe the orange is, or orange is the back. Maybe I was right and I'm just fucking stupid. No? Oh, that's also why, because it's not at all fucking connected in the first place. Chat, I cannot believe this entire fucking time. Oh my god. I mean, at least this is why I double check. This is literally why I double check. Also, yes, I am right. The gray is the front, and I don't know why. Shut your whore mouth, you bitch.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
I mean, obviously, eventually they'll fill up really quickly. That's like it around. They'll fill up super quickly anyways, but like, god damn it, this entire time. I'm so stupid. I'm so fucking stupid. Ugh. But yeah, obviously I wasn't using anywhere near enough wires or cables to really put a dent in anything. But there we go. Now, in actuality, this will all fill up and work. Epic coming on in at the very end for my stupidity. manufacturing. Oh, chat. Absolutely fucking great. Absolutely amazing. I have 14,000 power. I have backup batteries. There we go. There's the functionality coming into play. Let's go. It's going to back up super quickly because that's all going to fill up the last little bit that's needed there. Yeah, it's going to fill up super fast. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Looking at so much wire going at once. So good. And it should be backing up any second now. Oh, it could take a little minute. Actually, it take 30 seconds because it's 580 or 780 each. Actually, even less. 15 seconds? Yeah, roughly 15 seconds, give or take, yeah. And there we go. Now it's sending out the rest of them over there, which as soon as these clog, which we're about to in a second here, then it's going to shoot out the rest of them over there. There we go. Now it should just start shooting out. There we go. All of them are now getting shot out. Follow the line of wire as you just watch this literal wall of copper. Just all of it. Get shot back out up here. Beautiful. And all of it goes into here. Yep, there we go. And then just like before, slowly but or very rapidly, it is going to fill up all this cable. And then that's just going to start backlogging. And then eventually the wire is going to backlog and everything is going to continue on in that loop. Very, very nicely. Oh, but chat. What is it? It's R? Yeah, it's R. There you go. There we go. Absolutely fucking amazing. So great. So fucking great to just see this kind of shit go on. It's so nice. With that being said, and chat, thank you so much for watching. Today was a much better day, both for me and for stream, as per usual. So hopefully, I'm glad to have seen a lot of people come back and at least chat for a little bit, because I needed that little bit of a morale booster. I really did. I was bad. I still am kind of bad, but still. With that being said and done, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. Not on Twitter. Follow me on Blue Sky, because Twitter's fucking stupid. And subscribe on YouTube for the YouTube as per goddamn usual. And with that getting all backed up, now it's just to back up on all the wire, and then the wire will backlog as well. But with that being said and done, I love every single one of you, and I'll see you on Saturday for more Satisfactory, where we're definitely going to be working a lot on the steel manufacturing plant and seeing if I can finish that in one sitting. Probably not. Yeah, I'll see what I can take care of both tomorrow night and Saturday before stream. But until then, I'll see you on Saturday. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful time. And I'll see you for more Satisfactory. Until then, y'all. Bye.